Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Romani and I enjoy making videos about locks and lifestyle. In today's video, we're running it back. We're talking about the ugly phase again. If you haven't seen my previous video about the ugly phase, I really encourage you to watch that one before you watch this one. And I'm gonna leave that down in the description box or somewhere on the screen. But basically, I was just talking about how there really isn't an ugly phase because you're beautiful in all phases of your loc journey. But this specific video is for the girls who didn't really hear me when I said that and still believe that they're going through some sort of phase where they are deemed ugly. So if you just started your loc journey and you're not really feeling the length and you kind of think that you don't look the most attractive or whatever you're feeling like, this video is for you. The first tip that I have for dealing with this phase of your journey is to really spice yourself up in other ways. Maybe you like to do your nails, or you like to get your nails done, or you like to do your makeup. Just do something that is going to make you feel good about yourself. Because as humans, when we don't like something about ourselves, we tend to obsess over it, and that can be counterproductive to constantly talk or complain about something that is well within your scope of fixing. Well, I guess you can't really grow your hair overnight, but you can still fix some things. So if you are just feeling like your hair is unappealing right now, maybe you find a nice outfit that makes you feel really good about your body. Like, let's try to figure out what we can control instead of harping on what we cannot control. Because constantly focusing on your hair not being a certain length is really going to take the beauty out of your entire loc journey, and then you're going to look back on these moments and wish that you would have appreciated yourself. So if you can't appreciate your hair, we're gonna appreciate some other things about ourselves. So instead of harping on what we don't like, let's really focus on what we do like. So right now, just start thinking about what you can do to really enhance your looks in other ways. Maybe you like to get your eyelashes done, you like to get your eyebrows threaded, like whatever it is, do something. Like, let's really enhance our appearance in other ways. The next tip that I have for you is to really go on Pinterest or go on Instagram and look for girls who have similar hair types or like hair textures or hair length as you. And you know the girls on Pinterest be bussin', very pretty girls. So you can see, if you can see the beauty in them, you can also find the beauty in yourself. And maybe look up like girls with really short locks, and if you see a girl who looks really beautiful, maybe you can even try to mimic that style. Not like completely imitate and try to become that person, but if you see that her hair looks good when she has it back this way, and maybe she wears hoop earrings and she has on a white outfit or something, maybe you can try to replicate that, because since you saw the beauty in her, that's available for you. Like, you can also have that too. And I know that I keep referring to women or girls, but my demographic is mostly women. But if you're a guy watching this and you're also going through a phase where you don't feel the most attractive, you can also look up guys on Pinterest or Instagram who have short locks and really try to see yourself in them and try to see what you can take from that, like from that photo. And I feel like a lot of us do that all the time anyway. Maybe if you're going out, you might look on Pinterest for nice outfits going out, casual outfits for black girls, of course, because we have to put black girl behind everything because the algorithm wasn't made for us. Nonetheless, that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. We always look up things. So look up things that are, gonna help you. So maybe they have on, like I already said, like nice earrings. Maybe they, did their baby hairs. Like, really see what you can take from that and add it to your style so that you can start to feel more confident. The next tip that I have for you is to try new things with your hair. So maybe if you don't like your hair straight down, you start to figure out that like low buns are for you, or high buns, or ponytails, or two pigtails. Like, really start to experiment with different styles so that you can see which way you feel confident, like which style makes you feel more confident about yourself in this phase. So maybe you like a half up, half down. Maybe you just like different styles, and maybe you have that one style that like really is just giving. Then you start to do that style so that you can feel more comfortable in this phase that you're in. Now, if you're like, Romani, my hair is not even long enough to do none of that, I definitely understand. And what I'm gonna say is maybe you can experiment with different protective styles until you feel a little bit more confident with your hair length. So maybe you can try out some wigs, some braids, because I've seen girls get box braids over their locks or faux locks over their locks. Like, you can do a lot of things over your locks. If you know how to do hair, then that's great. But if you don't, just make sure you go to somebody who really knows what they're doing and who have worked with putting protective styles over locks before. But you can absolutely do so much. Why can't I talk? You can absolutely do so much with your hair. Like, just look at Chloe and Halle. Like, they do a lot with their hair. I know that their hair is a little bit longer, but that just shows you the versatility that you do have. So let's try out some wigs, some box braids. Let's do something. And last but not least, tip number 4, I really just want you to embrace who you are at this phase of your journey. Like, I know that I'm giving you a lot of things to do in the physical, but if you don't like the person that you are, or you don't like how you look, there is some work that needs to be done on the inside. And it's not a bad thing, because society pushes a certain beauty standard. So quite naturally, if you're always seeing this beauty standard and you go against the beauty standard by locking your hair, and your hair is really short, you feel like you're unattractive, but you're really not. You might just really be around the wrong circle. Like, some people really can't appreciate your looks because they've never seen a goddess in the flesh, and that is you. They're so used to people trying to conform that they might make you feel weird, but that's because they don't know them, but you know you. So it is okay for your hair to be short. You're not ugly. Like, you're so far from ugly, and I need you to remember that. I need you to remember who you are. So my tip is going to be doing some inner work. You can journal about why you might feel like you are ugly in this phase. You can do some mirror work. So, like, speak affirmations to yourself while you're looking in the mirror, but really reel it back in and get the self-confidence up, because you are not ugly. And the fact that you even are watching this video, like, you're an amazing person. You want to improve. You want to improve on your life journey. Like, you want to learn more. You're an amazing person. And I'm going to keep saying that, because if you're not speaking life into you, then I'm going to speak life into you. I don't know what just happened right there. Overall, y'all already know how I feel. I feel like there is not an ugly phase, but like I said, if you are feeling like in this phase of your journey you're not as attractive, try to follow the tips that I just gave you, and just remember who you are. Like, no matter what you do, I definitely want you to practice tip number 4 and just really practice on that inner work, because you should always feel like you're the most beautiful person in the world, because you truly are. Like, we're so unique. We're all so different. We all bring something different and like new to this world. So never try to conform or think that you're ugly, because you only think that you're ugly because you're basing yourself off of something. Like, you shouldn't be basing yourself off of anything. Like, ugly compared to what? You know what I'm saying? But that was all for this video. I truly thank you for watching and staying until the end. If you enjoyed this, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I really hope that something resonated with you. Make sure you share this with a friend, and everything is going to be in the description box below. I'm going to see you in my next video.